you want to be when you grow up? They used to ask me.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
You ready?
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Snap.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Check, 59, 59.
I got him. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Walker. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Samson Abukum. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Ready, set.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Target. Mike 59.
Ready.
To throw is Walker, operating from the gun. And it's complete. Hooper. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They get 20 yards there on 3rd and 19 and an unlikely first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
Oh, yeah, plot.
Go.
Mike 5-9. Watch the curl.
Let go.
On 3rd down, Walker. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Back back home. It's the first carry for the former Georgia Bulldog, Gurley. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Here's the 2nd and 7. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's...
And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. They were direct with us. They said last week his 3 fumbles, we want that to be an aberration. Another one right there, though.
And it's going to drive them crazy because we saw them coaching, and all they talked about is the 4 points of pressure when carrying the ball. Fingertips, forearms, biceps, sternum or chest, keeping it high and tight, and they're not getting that done.
All teams go over those points of pressure?
They go over them all the time, and sometimes it becomes 5 points of pressure when you bring the second arm in to cradle the football.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Now back to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a... First down for L.A.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Rams.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's go, D.
Shoot.
Walker now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. No.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Here we go.
Ready up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
What's tight? Tight end's right. What's tight? Tight end's right.
Looking to throw. Walker into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
I got you, boy. I I got you, boy. Begin.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Tight right. 4 down. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Right back to him on first down. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Five.
59's Mike. Check.
Get.
Walker operating from the gun. Quick slant caught by Moore. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Hey, Haywood.
51, Mike 51. Get him.
Keep ripping.
Now Walker on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
This is fielded inside the 5. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Gurley. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Gurley with a carry on first down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Tackle made by the 2nd-round pick, Isaiah Oliver.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Deion Jones. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Walker, throwing again. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked up by DJ Reed, and he will score. Touchdown, L.A.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes our score 17-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Back to throw. Walker. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Ito Smith, his first carry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Push him back. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Throwing on second down. Walker. There goes a deep ball. End zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9". Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
To throw is Walker. From the gun, he'll throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch the slant.
They'll set up to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down, L.A. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 42-yard line.
You're out.
25, check 25, check 25. Watch,
Ready, ready.
Now a handoff looking right. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
I got you.
Get it.
After the penalty, it's Smith. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Looking to throw. Walker. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 8 yards out. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, it's Evans, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 99. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They'll drop to throw. Shark's got it left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll set up a throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He'll look to throw. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Let's get it. Wait. 45, Mike, 45. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
To throw on second and 6, Walker, and he rifles one incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, but now it's third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And the catch made by Johnson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down.
Spot. Recon, 132 fighter.
Watch the safety creep.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
On second and 11 now. Walker, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
Here in his second season, he has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Gurley with a little bit of an opening there as he's able to get 5 on first down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw here. Well, that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He'll drop to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Gurley. He will push his way down to about the 14. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Rams on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. This is caught. It's Cooks. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the pistol, it's Gurley. Open space inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Next to score, Rams 27, Falcons 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Walker now to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On 2nd down now, it's Evans. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Evans. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard.
Set, ready. 18 data, 18 data.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So the